Hello everyone, and welcome, once again, to Star Trek Online, Battle for the Alpha Quadrant. I am Lord Ice, as always, your host, and today we are going to be playing Hide and Seek. The two missions you have seen us play already were remastered quite some time ago. As such, they were higher quality than most of the rest of the missions we're going to be playing. The exceptions are the Davidian series, Skirmish through Night of the Comet, and the Doomsday Device, which is the third and final remastered mission. That one's going to be fun, but it's a long ways off. But today, we get to play Hide and Seek. Admiral, this mission briefing is classified. Starfleet Intelligence has been working on cracking the coded message sent by the Undine agent you exposed at Pajem, and we think we have something. There are several references to the Paulson Nebula in that data. There's an area of space near the Lackey system that we don't know much about. This deep in the heart of the Federation, you should know about it. Starfleet needs you to survey the nebula and find out why the Undine have an interest in it. Be careful. When the Enterprise D was in the area, it reported that the composition of the clouds may screen opponents from your sensors. And we get more vendor trash. Okay. And we are on Omega because this is a somewhat sequel to the mission we just did on him. So we kind of have to be on him for it to make sense. But we're headed to the Lackey system. Go ahead and do Quantum Slipstream. Enter the Lackey system. Because we're Starfleet's lackeys. Sir, we are receiving a distress signal from the USS Valor. They are under attack by Gorn and their shields are failing. Captain, they can't take much more. Defend the USS Valor. Certainly.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
You can just go ahead and die. Poor man's tractor beam go. Yep, Gorn. Not too hard for the frigates. Thank you for the assist, Omega. Our ship is on a mission to map the Paulson Nebula. Unfortunately, we failed to adequately compensate for the power drain on the nebula had on our engines. We retreated from the nebula to make repairs. That's when we stumbled upon an illegal Gorn mining operation. Okay. If you hadn't showed up when you did, Admiral, we'd be sucking vacuum. And what a shame that would be. Our chief engineer says there's no way we can make it back to a starbase. In fact, without new dilithium crystals, we're stuck. There are crystals on some of the larger asteroids here. That's why we headed for this location in the first place. If you can gather some crystals for us, we can make it to safety. Send us a hail if you have any questions about the nebula. We would be happy to share our data. Gather dilithium crystals for the USS Valor. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Oh, goody goody. I'll explain more about the duty officer system eventually. It's on the to-do list. Beam dilithium crystals aboard. gotta keep your eye out. Sometimes these missions like to spawn enemies in the middle of interacts, just to give you a hard time.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
The only thing really different about the Gorn from the Orions or the Klingons is they're a bit more of a defensive space enemy. They set down mines, and their battleships use eject warp plasma, which is a real pain in the ass if you're not careful. See? Mines. Don't really think too much of mines. I think mines are pretty worthless. But some people disagree with me. Oh well. Okay, so where do we want to go next? Do we want to go... I guess we have to go over there. Let's see, are you going to spawn an enemy? No? Okay, where is the new... Ah, there. Beamed at lithium crystals aboard. Okay, so we've got the dilithium crystals, and now we have to deliver them back to the Valor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, Gorn warping. Something is gorn awry.
Ship is under attack.
Not like the Gorn are hard to defeat or anything. Boom. We're just gonna go ahead and heal our shields here. I don't think we can heal the Valor past, like, 10% or something. Talk to the USS Valor. We're in your jet interdictor. This is enough dilithium to get our warp engines restarted. After we finish preliminary repairs, we'll set a course for Starbase 157. If you want to get into the Pulse Nebula, your engines will need a boost. I recommend you visit Lackey 3. The Gorn drove out the Federation miners there and took over a decalithium processing facility. It's only fair that you take some of our crystals back. Ooh, revenge. Wonderful. Captain, we can set a course for Lackey 3 at your command. Go into warp. Yes, I do make silly noises in the middle of the video. Captain, the decalithium processing facility is dead ahead. The Gorn have numerous structures in the debris field, so we are also picking up several fighters and frigates. They know they're in Federation territory and they're trying to protect their ill-gotten gains. I advise we approach with caution. Continue. So basically we're getting some revenge. Good old-fashioned revenge.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
How very un-Federation of us, but I don't care.
Target's shield has failed.
Now there is a reason that Tutara Cruiser is down there, and we're about to find it out. Captain, we can't get a lock on the decalithium. It appears the Gorn have some sort of sensor jamming device on one of the nearby asteroids. The computer indicates that the technology may be Klingon in origin. I'll begin scanning for any suspicious tachyon emissions. Captain, there may be people inside the jamming station. We need to destroy it to get to the decalithium, but if we beam spatial charges down, it should give anyone inside enough time to escape. Or defuse them. Oops. Scan it. Oh, ops. I've transmitted a warning to the jamming station, sir. Spiegel, you idiot! The charges are prepared and we can beam them over at your command. Spiegel, 1, why would you warn them? And 2, why don't we just beam an assault squad down there? That way we can place them and make sure they're not, I don't know, diffused. Yeah, this is where the game starts to suffer from really bad writing. We're gonna go ahead and beam the explosives down and hope they're not. Okay. Not too hard, right? The decalithium crystals are doing the trick, Captain. Engine efficiency is increased by 4.7%, and we should be able to boost the impulse drive enough to deal with the effects of the nebula. Then why don't we use decalithium all the time? We can set a course for the Pulse and Nebula whenever you're ready, sir. I have the coordinates for the area of interest mentioned in the Valor's report. Warp to the Pulse and Nebula. Please don't take us through the asteroid. Whew! Matoro, you are a good pilot. I'll give you that. Hooray, we're in gas. Captain Omega, scanners show that the amount of metallic density of this region is much higher than would be expected of a nebula of this class. There's definitely something big here, and it might be hidden on another high-density object. We should scan all high-density objects in the vicinity. Scan 5 suspicious objects within the nebula. Yeah, there's a reason this mission is called Hide and Seek. You know what? I really don't feel like fighting you guys. Activate point defense turret. This turret comes from a console that I have on board my ship. It's the point defense console that you get from the commander level Thunderchild, and it deals it has tons of accuracy. It prioritizes fighters and frigates, and it deals 10 times damage to fighters and 3 times damage to frigates, which those Bishop frigates were. Basically, it's small target destruction. So if I get lazy, I'll just push that button. Scan ruined mine. Ta-la-la. Really, if you've got the Zen to buy the Thunderchild, go ahead and do it. If only for the console, I mean, why not have point defense? Go ahead and scan this since it's on the way. Unknown alloy, alien artifacts, and particle traces.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
This one I was targeting got hit by the second fire of my scatter volley and torpedo spread. So you see how powerful those abilities can be. If you're dealing with multiple targets, it's a good idea to have those.
Target shields have failed.
Whereas rapid fire and high yield are better for high hull single targets like battleships. Although if I want to kill someone with pure spite, I'll use those anyway. Go ahead and pop my shields back up. How are we not in range to scan something that massive? Scan disabled satellite. Alrighty, so let's head over this way. There's a derelict hulk up here. Basically means a ship with nobody on it. Either everybody died or everybody left. Scan the derelict hulk. And this is what I mean by warping in the middle of an interact. Orions have nothing to do with this mission. They're here just to annoy you. Well, they were. Gonna go ahead and brace for impact. Because that does hurt a little bit. Oh! Oops. There's where that other one is. Because that enormous asteroid over that-a-way, that's where we're heading for the mission. I've played this mission enough times to know that. Uh-oh, there's a Warcha. A Vorcha battlecruiser captain. Now these guys got a buff a while back, since enemy NPCs have started to use C-store abilities. This one, for some reason, picked... Oh. There we go. Now we're shooting it. And there's the bioneural warhead, which can be really, really dangerous if you're not careful. What the heck? What did it do? Oh! It hit me with a projected stasis beam, okay. Didn't know they had that ability too. I've never seen it use it. Oh well. It inconvenienced me. For that it will die. Bit of overkill. Launched 4 quantum torpedoes when 2 would do. Oh! Mines. Alt. Like I said, point defense. I could spend all day clearing this minefield if I really wanted to. Go ahead and scan that enormous asteroid. Captain Omega, we found something. I think you'll be very interested in the results of the sensor sweep, sir. Judging by the high-frequency transmissions, I'd wager that the structure is some sort of listening station. I recommend we carefully punch a hole in that minefield and send an away team to the surface. Carefully punch a hole? We just destroyed over half of it. Dumb bit. Let's go ahead and beam down. Except... Lackey Klingon listening post. There are plenty of lackey Klingons here. That's why they got sent here. To die. They're just lackeys. Nobody cares about them. Oh, what did that guy say? Oh. Klingons! Captain, we're going to have to fight our way to the computer core. Warrior. Back. Smeagol, lock them all down. I'm gonna chuck a plasma grenade. And that's how we deal with us some Klingons. Disruptor full auto rifle Mark 10. What does Glicori have? Oh, she's got a blue Mark 10 full auto rifle. And it's damage X2. Didn't know I'd given her something that good. Well, it's not great by any means, but... this isn't too far out of the way. I'll go ahead and scan it. That's right. See me and run, Klingons. And then run back to your dooms. Those are two dead Klingon warriors. Seeing as how they're male and female, it might have been a husband and wife combo. Oh well. Warrior. Now the other one ran into the room. And apparently died. Guess my plasma fire is too strong. We have the transmissions from the Blau. You there! Adjust the inverter frequency! Okay, so apparently they don't know I'm here, even though I detonated a plasma grenade right outside the door. No wonder it's investigate rumors of Klingon intelligence. These things are dumb as hell. Okay, I'm gonna chuck a plasma grenade at you two. Snipe! Could have one-shot him, didn't. What are you gonna do, Beck? Oh God. Why did you do that? Oh look, a sword master.
Flanking damage detected.
Boom! Oh, crit, 1030. In other words, dead. That is one DOA Klingon. Oh God, a trouble. Exterminate. Granted, I've got other troubles in my inventory, I think. Doesn't matter. No loot? Okie dokie. Alrighty. You remember what we do against B-Mins, right? Talon, Smeagol, and I like to have one science officer and one non-science officer. That way the science officer can heal them. And... put them there. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and transmit this here data. We can upload these records to our computers for analysis, Captain, but it will take some time. You and your away team will need to defend the core until the download is complete. So we're going to defend the commuter core for about a minute.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Remember what I said about B-Mins. If you know where they're going to come from, you can kill them very, very easily. See? Flanking damage from two sides. And of course, they won't show up again for 20 seconds. They'll show up for the last 10 seconds for the second wave. It expects you to take far longer with these people.
Enemy targets on sensors.
And I was accidentally pressing 2 instead of 1. Hide and seek complete. Yep, it's that easy. These missions are incredibly easy. We've downloaded the data, sir. I recommend that we get it to Starfleet Intelligence as soon as possible. Captain, sensors indicate several Klingon ships inbound. If we leave now, we can be gone before they arrive. The ship can depart as soon as the away team beams up. Cancel. We're going to turn the mission in anyway. Well done. Starfleet will analyze the data from the listening post. With luck, there will be something there that will help us in the fight against the Klingons. Considering this was supposed to be somewhat about the Undine, I'm kind of at a loss. We're going to go ahead and collect our vendor trash. And that is all for episode 3 of Star Trek Online, Battle for the Alpha Quadrant. As always, I am your host, Lord Ice. See you, well, somewhere, or nowhere, or everywhere. Take it easy.